Doug Atkin, and Liz Pecos, the president of IATSE. Doug, you're the
business agent.
The business agent, that's correct. Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Thank you.
I know you guys are busy, so I really appreciate you coming by, and welcome. So let's get into this. Okay. What is IATSE?
So IATSE is the local chapter of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Technicians.
Okay.
Here in New Mexico. We represent the below-the-line stagecraft technicians in New Mexico that work in film and TV.
Okay. So what would be below the line for laymen, for the people that aren't in the biz? What would that be?
So basically, it's anybody that's working on a film or TV set that's in the crafts and working in pre-production, during production, post-production, building the sets, working on set, in the production offices,
okay,
and tearing the sets down after.
And it's the below the line is where the most people are employed, right? I mean, that's where you're going to get a lot of people, local people, getting in and getting jobs, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, correct. We represent if you see it on TV, if you see it on the features, we represent everything except for the individuals that are the faces you see, the actors, the actresses.
Gotcha, or the directors or something.
Directors,
yes.
the producers and all that. Anything else. You see the wall, we built it. If you see the furniture, we moved it. If you see the wardrobe, the makeup, the hair, we did it.
They're responsible like for the Avengers backgrounds and things like that, right?
Absolutely, yes.
There you go.
And outfits.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's pretty awesome.
It's a wide range.
Right?
Yes, very awesome.
So let me ask you this. I want to kind of take it back because IATSE wasn't as active as it's been, when did the film industry really start to hit here? In the newer film industry, not like the Young Guns film industry, right, but we're talking about, but the Richardson, I guess, film industry that was brought in with that whole movement.
So the film industry actually has a very rich and wide history spanning back.
Yeah.
It goes way back.
Yeah.
We have some of the original films were shot here. Mm-hmm. But the industry that you're talking about, the original incentive was back, I think, in 2002.
2002 is when we started. I mean, I hate to age myself. I worked on Young Guns.
Oh, I went to visit the set. I wanted to see Lou Diamond Phillips.
I've known Lou for a long time.
Yes.
He just finished doing Longmire.
Yes.
He did six years here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Governor Bill Richardson was instrumental in really building the industry to what it has been today. Mm-hmm. We built the film program during Richardson's administration, which is, it brought the incentive here, the film incentive, which is what other states also implemented to encourage the studios to come and film in environments outside of Hollywood and outside of New York.
Yeah.
And so other states also copied this system, and you see filming that boomed in other states like Louisiana and Georgia.
They kind of copied us,
North
right?
Carolina. They did.
They
yes.
did.
And so you saw booming in other states as well. And so we really saw a boom in the industry, and it carried on through Susana Martinez's administration as well. Mm-hmm. In addition to film that was shot here, we also have had a very rich TV episodic history. Mm-hmm. And starting with Breaking Bad was really what kicked it off.
Yep.
But Longmire also shot many seasons here, and many other shows have also shot many seasons here.
So it's been probably, if we had to look in the history of IATSE in New Mexico, this is probably, you would see a big spike, right?
Huge spike.
And a nice mesa too, because it's been very strong since the 2002, stronger than it's ever been before, right?
Yes.
Right. I mean, under Governor Crothers, under Governor Johnson, yes, they did have film were shot here. They had 15% incentive back under Johnson's administration. Mm-hmm. So we had films here, but it basically boomed under Governor Richardson's.
So I would assume, and this is again me making assumptions, but asking questions, is it now you have more members here, right? In-state members in IATSE than you ever have before in the history?
Absolutely, yes. So right now we have close to 1,500 members.
Okay.
And we represent close to 30 crafts, and that is broken down everything from construction, within construction, you've got people that are building the sets, you've got paint department, you've got prop makers, and then we have production office, you've got people that are in accounting, and then you've got people that work on the sets, electric, grip, lighting, people that handle props, people that work in hair, makeup, wardrobe, greens, which is a whole,
Like for plants, things like that, trees, right?
They do a lot of other things too, special effects.
Okay.
I could pull up the list, but
Yeah.
we represent a lot of different crafts. And so we start, under the Richardson administration, you would have better numbers about the number of people that we had in the union, and now it's risen to close to 1,500. And we expect that number to rise, especially with the pro-film legislation that we're hoping to pass.
That's awesome, and we're going to get to that. I know
Yeah.
that there's IATSE Day coming up in the legislature.
During the session.
Yeah, during the session. Yeah, legislative session. Okay, so it's not really, so IATSE, yes, it once you're a part of it, you're a member. Is it easy to become part of to become a member of IATSE?
It's a very clearly laid out process. It's not necessarily easy.
Yes.
And the reason it's not easy is because you have to have the skills and the crafts and
You have to go through a series of tests too,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Well, there's safety class, there's a set readiness class, and we want to make sure you're prepared. But the reason it's not as easy to get in, like any other industry, you have to be prepared to work on set. We're working in sets that are moving at a very quick pace. We work very long hours, and we're turning and burning. So
and there's a demeanor you need to act when you're on
absolutely.
set.
Set etiquette.
That's
yes.
right. Can't be
We call it
answering the
set
phones
etiquette.
and texting and stuff like that, right?
No.
You could be
Showing up on time?
Showing up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
Yeah.
Working your hours, and showing up at 6 o'clock p.m. on Friday and doing your hours. Because, as you know, we do daylight shoots and nighttime shoots. If you watch TV and features, you see the change. We have to do those hours.
Yes. So, but if it's a laid out path and you follow those and you pass all those things that you have to do to make it, then you become a member.
Absolutely.
All right. And as far as work, how's work? How's the availability of work here in the state? Is there a huge demand that's being filled? Are you guys being able to fill those demands that are being asked of the state and of the union?
So I think it peaks and flows.
Yes.
I think with the legislation that's on the table and with Netflix taking up space here at Albuquerque Studios, the horizon looks really good for regular work, for consistent work, for everybody to have a job, and for the industry to open up for more people to come in to have regular work.
So that's awesome. So what is it that's being put forward to the session? Can you talk about it? Is it a bill or is
There's a couple bills.
Okay.
And a couple of them, the bill that we're largely in support of talks about raising the cap or eliminating the cap, actually.
Okay.
So the cap currently is at $50 million, and that inhibits the productions because then it really puts a cap on how much business we can shoot throughout the year.
Oh, okay.
We're saying this much can be paid out per year.
Okay.
But what happens is productions will continue to come throughout the year, and then we end up building a backlog of what is owed out. And
Gotcha.
so it just creates, it kind of backlogs the system, and it creates a problem. And now we're finding out that we do owe that money. And so it
makes things easier if it's passed.
It does make things easier if it's passed, yes. It'll open it up. The film program is a self-funded program. The money that is used to pay the rebate is already put into the economy. So so the bill we're in support of is going to either increase the cap or eliminate the cap and address some of the backlog, and then kind of streamline the film program as it is. It's a program that was, like we said, initiated during Richardson's administration and could use some cleaning up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's creating another pillar for the state of New Mexico to live under, is how I look at it.
That's right.
It's given the opportunity. We TV and feature films, whatever you want to call them, give us an opportunity to sit back and dream for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. We create dreams, and so we need to create dreams to keep our children, our kids, our youth to stay here. This is a clean industry that pays good wages, benefits, and allows people to stay here. We need to get off the roller coaster ride of ups and downs on the incentive program when productions come, and just get on the train that is moving upwards.
That's right.
A steady pace.
And you don't have to go out to Southern California now to go to film school and to get a gig out there.
Right.
You can do it right here in your home state.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right?
Working with the institutions that are in New Mexico about straight line avenues into the film industry, so that they're not just teaching film and theory and concept, but they're actually teaching technical degrees and certificates, so that those students, the New Mexico youth, have a direct line access into the industry. And to speak about job creation, not only are you giving film technicians jobs, but the film industry also affects so many other industries and is providing revenue and jobs to other ancillary businesses and industries as well. It touches on hospitality, it touches on infrastructure, buildings. We're talking about creating or building new facilities, building new studios. So it's really hard to figure out how many places that the industry has touched and how many jobs it actually has affected.
Yeah, there was one, Eric Witt had mentioned at one time, he had said that we needed a bunch of linen.
Yeah.
And so we had to find a place that would provide us linen. And that's great because it was a local, they wouldn't have gotten that kind of business, right? And it could be anything, right, that they might be looking for, that they might need, that it comes in and contributes to the economy of the state.
Exactly.
Well, an example is we did a show down south. And because the crew was down there and they were living there for 3 weeks building the sets and doing all that.
It wasn't Superman, Batman, was it?
I can't mention the
I'm
name,
kidding,
but
I'm
it
kidding.
possibly could have been.
All right.
But so the local laundromat just got inundated because everybody had to do their clothes.
Wash their clothes. That's pretty awesome.
And it's like, okay, so that industry, that little mom and pop shop that hadn't seen that, made more money in that 3 weeks that we were down there
Yes.
than they probably did in 6 months.
Yes.
I mean, little things like that, but
Yeah.
people don't realize what happens.
Yeah. No, that is awesome.
We do shoot all over New Mexico. The hubs are Santa Fe and Albuquerque, but I've been on a lot of lower budget films shooting in northern New Mexico, southern New Mexico, and that's what happens. And you just fill out the area.
Fill out the area.
And
Vegas.
even the New Mexican crew is living there, and so you're grocery shopping, you're going to restaurants, you're washing your clothes, you're going to the bars. It's you're living and cohabitating in these other parts of the state that you would never even have a chance to visit or experience. So it's really cool.
No, that is awesome. Yeah, it's great. So let me ask you this then. IATSE Day.
Yes.
When is that coming up?
So it's Film and TV Day. It's February 25th, Monday.
Okay.
It's coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, real
Yes.
quick.
Okay.
And some things we have lined up on that day. The Erica Viking from 94 Rock.
No,
I'm sorry.
102.5.
She used to be part of 94
That's
Rock
right.
long time ago.
Long time ago.
That's
Sorry,
5-10 years ago. I listen to them all the time. Yes.
Coyote
It's a
all the way,
trigger.
come
Yes.
on, 102.5 with
Yeah.
Erica Viking.
Yep.
And the Hoff might be here. I hope to see if the Hoff comes up too. They're going to be in the old Breaking Bad vehicle, the RV that was running around. So they'll be shooting or be doing interviews out front of the Roundhouse.
Yes.
We will have the rotunda will be full of various film tables, entities that are at a table. Whether you want to talk to the SAG-AFTRA people for actors or you want to talk to us, we'll have a table. Anybody that has anything to do with film in New Mexico will be there that day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I was just going to say, isn't it awesome? And I know probably for you and the organization, but when a movie gets awarded or it is viewed by the nation, by the world, like Breaking Bad, or it wins an Academy Award or whatever.
It's really exciting, and it's happening more and more. It's even I had to take an international flight this recently, and so you have all the movies that are on. I noticed that at least a quarter of the movies that were offered were shot in New Mexico. And I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
So you roll the credits, and it's all of the people, the colleagues, and it's our crew. We work with these people every day. We're out there in the elements, and we're doing those long hours. It's really exciting, and we're represented at all the award shows now. That's something else that I've said. Each year, each award show, more and more people. First of all, we're working with more and more of the big people in Hollywood, but more and more people locally are represented. We've had local makeup artists, hair and makeup artists that are represented at the Emmys. They're actually nominated.
Sound department.
Sound department, yes. Buster Scruggs, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, that was shot here last summer, is up for awards at the Oscars even.
Oh, wow.
So there's people from all of the teams that are represented locally in the awards, and it's really exciting.
No, that is awesome. I have to say that it is great that it's here, and we must be doing a good job here in New Mexico because we keep on getting people wanting to come make movies here, right?
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Yes.
And I think it's New Mexico in itself. It's
Yeah.
a great culture. It's a great state. Every 30 miles, you see something different.
Yes.
I mean, I've shot things from westerns to sci-fi where you're on a different planet. Well, we're not on a different planet. We're in New Mexico.
Yes.
You know,
No, absolutely.
And that's what's great about this state.
And we've come a long way from Red Dawn, right?
Right.
Well, I remember Red
Yes.
Dawn. Now I hate
Yes.
to age myself.
The
with
old
that.
one, the
Yeah.
one with
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze, the
Yeah,
good one.
Exactly.
Right?
It's true.
Yeah.
And
Silverado days.
we're known to have some of the best crews around.
Yeah.
We're known to be just hardworking, professional,
Mm-hmm.
multi-talented, super diverse, and LA and New York have taken note of that, and they know what they're going to get when they come here. So we want to maintain that. We're really proud and really just, and we want to just train the youth and keep that going.
Come here.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you
No,
so
thank you
much.
for
Really
having us.
appreciate it.
Thank you for
And-
having us.
Yes, and February 25th,
Please come out.
Film and TV Day at the
Yes,
Roundhouse.
We're going to have
Roundhouse.
plenty of technicians out there. Come and meet us, talk to us, get to know about the union, and we'd love to have
to
some of
see
those
you all.
conversations. Hope
And
to see everybody.
if they're interested, maybe just kind of
Absolutely.
dipping their toe a little bit
Yes.
as to what it would take.
Absolutely, and we'll have flyers explaining
Go online.
more information.
IATSE local480.com. All our information is there.
And just think, guys, you don't have to go out and save your money to move out to LA and to, say, I'm going to go to college out there. I'm going to try and get into film school, and I'm going to see where it goes from there. You can do it right now in your own backyard.
Absolutely.
Right here.
And work on the biggest movies